A simple fruit, a taste of honey from the earth dried by the sun. We are told to fear such sweetness, especially as we age. But what if this sweetness, when understood correctly, held the key not to decay but to renewal? Most will see only the sugar. 99% will miss the final chapter on the practice of timing and intention. And without it, this sweet gift can become a hidden poison. Understanding sweetness. In our modern world, we have declared war on sweetness. We have been taught to fear it, to see it as the enemy of our health, the cause of our decline. This fear is not entirely misplaced, but it is misdirected. The problem is not sweetness itself, but the form in which we consume it. We have become accustomed to a distorted, aggressive sweetness, a sweetness that is manufactured in factories, isolated from its source, and concentrated into a fine white powder that gives a brief, chaotic rush, followed by a deeper emptiness. This is the sweetness of illusion. It is a promise that is never kept. The body, in its wisdom, does not know how to process this chaotic information. It triggers a state of alarm, of inflammation, of confusion, but we must not confuse the counterfeit with the real thing. The sweetness found in a date is of a completely different nature. A date is not a product of a factory. It is a product of a tree, of the sun, of the earth, of time. Its sweetness is not an isolated element. It is woven into a complex matrix of fiber, of minerals, of vitamins, of antioxidants. It is honest sweetness. It is sweetness with integrity. When you eat a date, you are not just consuming sugar, you are consuming the entire package, the wisdom of the plant that created it. The body understands this language. It recognizes the wholeness. It receives not just a blast of raw energy, but a coherent set of instructions on how to use that energy in a slow, sustained, and beneficial way. To understand this difference is the first and most critical step. It is to move from a place of fear to a place of discernment. It is to stop fighting a war against an entire category of taste, and instead to learn the art of choosing your allies wisely. The human body is designed to seek out sweetness. For our ancestors, a sweet taste in nature was a signal of safety and a source of quick energy, crucial for survival. It meant the food was not poisonous and was rich in calories. Our brains are still wired with this ancient programming. The modern food industry has learned to hijack this programming, creating hyper-palatable products that offer the signal of sweetness without the nutritional integrity. This is what has created the confusion and the disease. The path forward is not to deny our nature, but to honor it with intelligence. It is to satisfy that innate desire for sweetness with sources that are whole, natural, and complete. When you hold a date in your hand, take a moment to observe it. Its wrinkled skin tells a story of its time in the sun. Its soft texture speaks of the life-giving water it absorbed from the earth. Its deep, rich flavor is a concentration of this life force. To eat a date, then, can be an act of communion with these forces. It is a way of reminding ourselves that true nourishment comes not from a box or a package, but from the earth. This shift in perspective is everything. It changes the act of eating from one of anxiety and calculation to one of gratitude and connection. And when you eat with this state of mind, the food itself is metabolized differently. You are not just nourishing your body, you are nourishing your spirit. You are making a choice for wholeness over fragmentation, for nature's wisdom over industrial chaos. Sustaining energy. One of the greatest challenges as we move past the age of 50 is the management of our energy. We often find ourselves caught between periods of fatigue and the nervous, jittery energy that comes from stimulants like caffeine or refined sugar. We experience the spike, followed by the inevitable crash. This roller coaster is exhausting for the body and the mind. It depletes our reserves and leaves us feeling frayed and unstable. The energy provided by a date is a powerful antidote to this pattern. The secret lies in the date's perfect marriage of natural sugars and a high concentration of dietary fiber. The sugars, fructose, glucose, and sucrose provide a ready source of fuel, but the fiber acts as a wise and steady guide for this fuel. Imagine your energy system is a fire. Refined sugar is like throwing gasoline on the fire. You get a huge, bright flame that quickly dies down, leaving you with less than you started with. A date is like placing a dense, well-seasoned log on the fire. It catches slowly, and then it provides a steady, consistent heat for a long period of time. The fiber in the date slows down the absorption of the sugars into the bloodstream. This prevents the dramatic spike in blood sugar and the subsequent crash that is so damaging to our system. Instead, you receive a gentle, sustained release of energy. This is a quality of energy that can support you through your day, not just for a few frantic minutes. It is an energy that promotes focus, not anxiety. It is an energy that builds rather than borrows from your vital force. For those who engage in any form of physical practice, be it walking, gardening, yoga, or more formal exercise, a date or two consumed about 30 minutes beforehand can be a source of profound support. It provides the readily available fuel your muscles need to perform without the inflammatory downside of a processed energy bar or drink. It allows you to move with more strength and stamina, to deepen your practice, and to recover more effectively. This is not about pushing the body to its limits. It is about providing it with the clean, honest fuel it needs to express its natural capacity for movement and vitality. This sustained energy also has a deep impact on our mental state. When our blood sugar is stable, our mood is more stable. Our mind is calmer and clearer. We are less prone to irritability, brain fog, and the afternoon slump that leads so many to reach for another cup of coffee or a sugary snack. By choosing a date instead, we are making a choice for equanimity. We are choosing to smooth out the peaks and valleys of our daily energy cycle. This creates a foundation of stability from which we can engage with the world with more patience, more presence, and more grace. It is a simple practice, but its effects, when repeated daily, are cumulative and profound. You are not just eating a fruit, you are cultivating a state of being. You are choosing the path of the steady flame over the fleeting spark. Cleansing flow. The health of the entire body begins in one place, the digestive tract. If this internal river is stagnant and clogged, then no matter how well you eat, the rest of the body cannot be truly healthy. A stagnant system breeds inflammation, hinders nutrient absorption, and clouds the mind. One of the most powerful and direct benefits of consuming dates every day is the profound effect they have on this internal flow. Dates are exceptionally rich in dietary fiber, both soluble and insoluble. These two types of fiber work together in a beautiful harmony to cleanse and maintain the health of your digestive system. Think of insoluble fiber as a gentle broom, sweeping through your intestines, adding bulk to the stool, and promoting regular, easy elimination. This is not a trivial matter. Regularity is the body's primary way of removing toxins, metabolic waste, and old hormones. When this process is sluggish, these toxins can be reabsorbed into the bloodstream, creating a state of low-grade toxicity that drains our energy and contributes to chronic disease. Soluble fiber, on the other hand, acts like a sponge. It dissolves in water to form a gel-like substance in the digestive tract. This gel has several remarkable properties. It slows down digestion, which contributes to that feeling of sustained energy and fullness. It also binds to cholesterol and fats in the digestive system, helping to carry them out of the body before they can be absorbed. But perhaps most importantly, this soluble fiber is a powerful prebiotic. This means it is not food for you, but food for the trillions of beneficial bacteria that live in your gut, your microbiome. A healthy, thriving microbiome is the very foundation of a strong immune system, a calm nervous system, and a clear mind. These beneficial bacteria digest the prebiotic fiber and, in return, produce beneficial compounds like short-chain fatty acids, SCFAs. These SCFAs, like butyrate, are the primary fuel for the cells that line your colon, keeping your gut wall strong and intact. They are also powerfully anti-inflammatory, calming the fires not just in the gut, but throughout the entire body. By eating dates daily, you are actively cultivating your inner garden. You are feeding the allies that work tirelessly on your behalf. This is a far more skillful approach than simply trying to kill off bad bacteria. It is a practice of creating an environment where the beneficial organisms naturally thrive and keep the less beneficial ones in check. It is a practice of fostering harmony rather than waging war. This internal harmony has effects that radiate outwards. When your digestive system is calm and efficient, your skin is clearer, your energy is cleaner, your mind is sharper. The ancient traditions have always known this. They speak of the gut as the second brain. Modern science is only now beginning to understand the depth of this connection. The daily practice of consuming a few dates is a simple, tangible way to honor and nurture this connection. It is an act of cleansing the river, tending the garden, and bringing a sense of clean, clear flow to your entire being. This cleansing flow is not aggressive or harsh. It is the gentle, persistent action of nature. It is the steady movement of a healthy river. It is the daily sweeping of the temple floors. This is a kind of internal hygiene that is as important, if not more so, than our external hygiene. After the age of 50, when the body's natural processes can begin to slow down, supporting this internal flow becomes a cornerstone of graceful aging. It is a practice that helps to keep the body light, not heavy, clean, not burdened. It is a foundational practice for maintaining a high level of vitality and clarity for all the years to come. Inner structure. While the benefits of dates for energy and digestion are profound, there is a deeper, more structural benefit that is often overlooked. A house cannot stand without a strong frame and sound wiring. In the same way, our body requires specific materials to maintain its structure and its internal communication systems. Dates, surprisingly, are a rich source of several key minerals that are essential for this inner architecture, especially as we age. One of the most abundant of these is potassium. Potassium is an electrolyte, a mineral that is crucial for maintaining the proper balance of fluids in the body. It works in a delicate dance with sodium. While the modern diet is often flooded with sodium, which can lead to water retention and high blood pressure, potassium has the opposite effect. It helps the body excrete excess sodium and relax the walls of the blood vessels, which can lead to healthier blood pressure levels. Think of potassium as the great balancer. It helps to maintain the calm, rhythmic flow of the cardiovascular system, the gentle drumbeat that sustains all life. Another critical mineral found in abundance in dates is magnesium. If potassium is the balancer, magnesium is the great relaxer. It is involved in over 300 biochemical reactions in the body, and many of them have to do with relaxation and release. It is essential for proper muscle function, helping muscles to relax after they contract. A deficiency in magnesium can lead to cramps, tightness, and muscular pain. It is also crucial for the nervous system, helping to calm nerve signals and prevent a state of hyperexcitability. In our modern world, which is filled with constant stimulation and stress, our magnesium reserves are easily depleted. This can leave us feeling tense, anxious, and unable to achieve deep, restorative rest. A daily intake of dates provides a meaningful contribution to our magnesium needs, helping to counteract the contracting forces of daily life and fostering a state of inner calm and physical ease. Beyond these two major minerals, dates also provide smaller but significant amounts of other structural elements. They contain copper, which is essential for the formation of collagen, the protein that gives structure to our skin, bones, and connective tissues. They contain manganese, another mineral that plays a vital role in bone formation and the health of our joints. When you consume a date, you are not just getting sugar and fiber. You are receiving a complex of minerals that the body needs to maintain its very form, to keep the bones strong, the joints supple, and the internal communication network functioning smoothly. This is a much deeper level of nourishment. It is providing the body with the raw materials it needs to continuously repair and maintain its own temple. This is particularly important after the age of 50, when the body is naturally more prone to a loss of bone density and joint stiffness. While dates alone will not solve these problems, they are a valuable part of a holistic approach. They contribute to the mineral bank account from which the body must draw every day. By making regular deposits through whole foods like dates, we ensure that the account is never overdrawn. We are making a conscious choice to support our inner structure. It is an act of foresight, an investment in our future mobility, stability, and freedom from pain. It is recognizing that the strength of the temple depends not just on the large beams, but on the quality of every small nail and joint that holds it together. Deeper practice. We have now seen the potential that lies hidden within this humble fruit. But knowledge without action is merely a dream, and action without wisdom can be misguided. This final chapter is the most important, for it is about the practice. It is about how to integrate this knowledge into your life in a skillful and beneficial way. This is the part that transforms a simple food into a tool for cultivation. The first principle of this practice is moderation. Because dates are sweet and delicious, it is easy to eat them mindlessly, to sit with a box and eat one after another. This would be a mistake. This would be turning a medicine into a poison. The wisdom is not in the food itself, but in the dose. For most people, a practice of consuming 1 to 3 dates per day is sufficient to receive the benefits without overloading the system with sugar. The discipline of stopping at 1, 2, or 3 is a practice in itself. It is a training in mindfulness and self-control. It is a statement that you are the master of your choices, not a slave to your cravings. The second principle is timing and combination. When do you eat your dates? Not as a random, impulsive snack when you are bored. Use them with intention. As we discussed, eating 1 or 2 before a walk or physical activity can provide beautiful, sustained energy. Another skillful time is at the end of a meal. If you often crave something sweet after lunch or dinner, a single date can satisfy that craving in a way that is profoundly healthier than a processed dessert. It provides the sweet taste you desire, but it comes with the fiber and nutrients that support your body rather than stressing it. A powerful practice is to combine the date with a source of healthy fat or protein, such as a few almonds or walnuts. You can even slice the date open and place a nut inside. The fat and protein further slow the absorption of the sugar, creating an even more stable blood sugar response and a more complete, satisfying, and nourishing small meal. The third and most essential principle is intention. Before you eat the date, take a single conscious breath. Hold the date in your palm. Look at it. Remember its journey from the sun and the earth to your hand. When you place it in your mouth, do not just chew and swallow. Taste it. Experience the fullness of its flavor and texture. This simple act of mindful eating, which takes only a few seconds, changes everything. It turns a mechanical act into a moment of presence and gratitude. You are consciously receiving nourishment, not just consuming calories. This intention sends a signal of calm and respect to your digestive system, allowing it to do its work more effectively. It is a practice of honoring your body, honoring your food, and honoring the present moment. This deeper practice, moderation, skillful timing, and clear intention, is what elevates the simple act of eating a date into a pillar of your well-being. It is no longer just something you do, it is an expression of your commitment to yourself. It is a small daily ritual that reinforces a larger pattern of conscious living. It is a reminder that you have the power to influence your health and vitality through small, wise choices. It is not about a radical diet or a complex regimen. It is about finding the profound in the simple. It is about learning that the greatest strength is found not in grand gestures, but in the quiet discipline of a daily practice. This is the path to transforming not just your body, but your relationship with your body for all the years to come. The journey to vitality is not a battle to be won, but a garden to be tended. It does not require complex weapons, but simple, well-worn tools used with skill and consistency. A humble date, when understood and used with this kind of awareness, becomes one of those tools. It is a reminder that nature has provided us with everything we need. Our task is simply to approach its gifts with wisdom, with gratitude, and with a quiet intention to build a body and a life that are strong, clear, and full of a steady, gentle sweetness. At what point in this discussion did you stop seeing a simple fruit and start seeing a practice of self-care?